Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm going to talk to you today about the recent Black Lives Matter protests, and they really weren't protests as much as they were riots or acts of violence. But let me explain this. Okay, in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, a Black Lives Matter protester harassed a patron at a restaurant, and then the protester drank the patron's beer. And the joke was on the protester because the patron had tuberculosis. And harassing people at restaurants and eating their food and drinking their beer is gonna not solve anything. And that is just an act of extreme childishness to do something like that. Okay, and also, that's not even the worst protest. The worst protest was actually in Portland, Oregon, where one Black Lives Matter protester threw a Molotov cocktail at the Portland police, but he missed the Portland police officers and hit another Black Lives Matter protester. Well, the police went and got a fire extinguisher and put the fire out because the fire department wouldn't have been able to get there on time. So the same protesters that were trying to attack the police helped them. Okay, I hope most of you guys already know this story, but I hope you guys remember that. Remember that story. And this is just acts of lawlessness and acts of violence, and then also the Daniel Prude case. The top Rochester's, the police chief and the entire top command, they have resigned, and you really can't blame them because the police did not do anything wrong in the Daniel Prude case. What happened was Daniel Prude's brother called because Daniel Prude had suffered bad from bipolar disorder and several other mental illnesses. Well, Daniel Prude was nude in the snow, okay? And then he started, then the police were trying to arrest him, then he started saying, I got the virus, and he started spitting everywhere. Well, the police, all they did was put a spit guard on him. And the police eventually arrested him, but the reason Daniel Prude died in police custody was not because of police brutality. That didn't go on. The reason that he died in police custody is because he was high as a kite on illicit drugs. He had a bad drug addiction problem as well. Well, there have been protests all in Rochester blaming the Rochester Police Department, but the police officers who went to Rochester did absolutely nothing wrong. So, the police officers used legal procedure in a case like that. I mean, he was spitting, screaming, saying, I have the COVID-19, and when that happens, the officers have a right to administer a spit guard, where somebody can breathe when they have a spit guard mask on, but they can't affect other people with the offender cannot affect other people with their saliva. So, anyways, hope everybody's doing well. Take care. God bless you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.